wasn't my fault.
Is he dead?
Stop talking nonsense, child, and fetch your hide.
Yes, Baba. I hope he'll stay. He touches something in me that's beyond words.
Don't rub off his face. Don't burn black skin underneath.
How can I argue my feelings? He's resting.
You'll be better off in hospital.
It's too far, Baba.
Strangers have been always the source of our misfortune.
Don't worry then. I'll look after him.
Mark my words, Nana. No good will come out of it. People in the village are already talking about you.
We live with them, Baba, not for them.
They say you should be married and have children.
I thought you were proud of my education.
That was your mother's idea. Her head was just as strong as yours. Now, all young men around here are scared of your education and don't bother to approach me. Never mind that I've reduced the bride price far below the level of my self-respect.
Times change, Baba.
Tradition is the cornerstone of our culture. Never you ever forget this.
Dr. Livingston, I presume. I'm Nana Karanga.
Dennis. Dennis Keeler. How do you do?
How do you do, Dennis?
What happened?
You're a reckless driver. I added a few drops of herb extracts. Your sprained ankle needs an increase of blood pressure to speed up the healing process.
My mother used to give me hot compressors.
I'm not your mother, Dennis.
What happened to my head?
You may have a slight concussion.
I hope I looked more respectable when I arrived.
Well, I had to clean you up before the doctor could look at your injuries.
The doctor?
My father. He's a traditional healer.
You mean he's a witch doctor?
It's not a very nice word to use.
I'm sorry, my head's still a little bit fuzzy.
Don't worry about it. The Gava Kava medicine will take care of it.
Gava what?
Trust me.
What else did the doctor recommend?
A long rest before you continue on your journey from Cairo to the Cape.
Well, actually, I'm going the other way.
Why don't you stay somewhere where you're more welcome? Stay with us, Dennis.
I don't understand.
I think you do.
What are you working on?
The spirits will tell me, and they'll guide my hands.
I'm Baba Karanga. How are you feeling?
I'm much better, thank you.
How is your head?
It's a little fuzzy, to say the least.
Drink this. It will help you.
Thank you.
I've also made you some clashes.
Oh. It's much better than the stuff your daughter gave me.
Nana gave you some medicine.
Yes. Some Gava something or the other.
Where is it?
She took it with her. Is there something I should know?
We shall soon find out.
Just in time for medication. You won't like it, sir.
No, you do? What do you think you are doing?
He said his head felt funny.
That makes two of you.
It can't do any harm, Baba.
All you know about is silly things, like glove washings and beauty creams.
You're doing well, Dennis.
Oh, no thanks. I've had enough medicine.
It's for washing your hands.
Oh,
How did you spend the night?
painless, thank you. The guava kava plant you gave me worked wonders on my leg. I enjoyed the dancing as well.
Dancing?
Don't you remember? What were you calling up? The ghosts of the darkness?
What do you think we are? Savages?
I didn't mean to offend you. I really like the costumes.
At least I wasn't riding off on a spotted hyena.
Maybe that's the sort of transport I need to get away from here.
I was rather hoping that you'd stay.
Stay.
You might gain more than you could possibly lose.
I appreciate what you've done for me, sir. Thank you for the crutches. I'm most grateful to you. And to your daughter.
Don't pay attention to my daughter. In a few days we'll be going. So pay attention to your bicycle.
Your daughter seems to think differently. I couldn't help noticing that you had visitors today.
Nobody said you're confined to your living quarters.
Would you mind if I asked what was wrong with them?
What would you say if I told you that man was possessed by an evil spirit?
And could you help him?
I prescribe what is best for the patient.
So are you saying that there's no magic?
Give me your water.
So you can do tricks?
Just checking.
What are we looking for?
For the sort of love potions you offered last night.
Love potions.
Well, that's what they used to believe in the old days.
Will there be dancing again tonight?
What would you like us to celebrate?
The comings of the rains?
Didn't you learn in school that it can only rain when there's sufficient moisture in the air?
I was told that in many parts of Africa, rainmaking is a part of witchcraft.
If you want to know about our culture, I'll give you a book written by a black man.
I didn't know you could read.
When I was a child, education wasn't that important. But my daughter has more education that might be good for her.
All magic, it goes without saying, is based on your beliefs and deeply rooted in every culture. It is not necessarily a question of evolution, but rather a question of faith. It's all in the mind. The rites, the bitter medicine, and the willingness of the patient to be cured. Mental manipulation. It's the oldest trick of every self-respecting sorcerer. Herbs and plants play a significant part of their daily mumbo-jumbo. As do the strange spiritual objects they use to prepare the medicine. Is there magic drawn from nature's energy? Is the beating of grass part of a ceremony to thank the gods of the soil? No ritual could possibly be complete without the exchange of live animals. And an outburst of joy that is expressed through almost childish pleasure. And yet, in Baba's book, everything makes sense. The spirits of their forefathers are an integral part of their daily lives, like having a bunch of guardian angels. If this is one of your mysterious gods, it looks remarkably European. May I?
Some people believe your spirit can be captured in a photograph.
You don't have to convince me, Nana. I already feel that I'm no longer as free as I used to be.
All freedom is relative, Dennis. You have to take your medicine.
More love potion.
You're mine.
How can my spirit be trapped in stone?
Don't try to reason with your mind. Listen to your heart.
Nana, what does it mean?
Call it Mambo Jumbo if you like.
Do you think Nana's sculpture has a life of its own?
Why don't you ask him?
I did. Last night. You said yourself. I could call it Mumbo Jumbo if I like.
Sounds just like me.
Why would I lie to you, sir?
So they can't read people's minds.
My head feels like pins and needles.
You should wear a hat.
How about some of that magic potion of yours?
Sure.
I think we both know that spirits are just a religious symbol, designed to make us believe in our own immortality.
You but don't believe they're immortal.
It must be a mechanical fault. It happens. I expected something a little more exotic from you.
If you want, I can give you some bed trappings.
Maybe some other time.
Well, if you like, you tell me. Maybe you should go to the village for a few days and stay with my sister.
I need to finish my work, Baba.
Don't you know what it means? To trap a man's spirit in the stone? To feed him love potions and confuse his head? I'm talking to you, Nana.
I'm sorry.
Find a man of your own kind.
When I was in Europe, my work was different. Almost strange. Until I realized my art is so deeply rooted in our tradition. Without it, I can only create the shape of things. Today plus yesterday, minus tomorrow.
Today I love you more than I did yesterday, but less than tomorrow.
Does she still love you?
I don't know.
And you?
Every time that I try to remember her face, all I can see is you. Nana.
Don't say anything. Do you ever wonder about the purpose of life?
Only all the time.
I thought so.
Am I to believe everything that your book says?
It's up to you.
I can relate to most of it. Except for the part that says a man's spirit can be captured in stone. So I wouldn't want you to worry about me.
Only fools don't worry.
When will you be there?
Tomorrow? If I can. Your art has gone beyond the shape. Even your father thinks so.
I suppose he also told you all about love potions and how I use them to make you my slave.
Not in so many words.
And did you tell him how you saw me? Dancing in your dreams?
What do you see in your dreams, Nana?
I see you.
Nana? We must go.
Yes. We must.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
If you can.
Yes. I've learnt a lot from you, sir.
People don't take enough time to learn from each other.
Do I have to?
Unless you don't want to. Very good, Jenny.
Thank you. One day, Nana, I'll return to see you.
One day? Soon.
I miss you already.
Danny!